Founders Mouth Theatre presents Episode 4, The Art of Wittering. Helen hasn't been all that productive since her accident, and her friend Joey challenges her to try something different. Instead of writing her usual life-affirming poems about the natural world, why not create a horror story? Everybody else is doing it after all. Enjoy. Oh, come on, Joey. What are you doing? Come on, I haven't got all day. Oh, yes, I have. I have got all day. What's my problem?
Hello?
Oh, Joey, you caught me.
What?
You caught me. I was wittering.
Oh, you were wittering, were you? Well, that's good. Go on, witter some more. I want to hear you wittering.
Do you know, I can't remember what I was wittering about.
Well, just witter on about anything. Come on, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging around, really. Basically, what to do, what to do, what to do. What are you doing?
I asked first.
Oh, no, well, all right. I've been going to Susie's writing class.
So, are you writing? You're writing something. Should I be interested?
Well, it depends on how retired from the publishing world you are. Are you retired yet? Properly retired?
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Yes, I'm retired. How about you? You retired yet?
Yeah, I guess. You know what I've decided? Retired means not actively looking for paid work. Does that sound about right?
Oh, well, it works for me. I'm not actively looking for paid work. I just, old habits die hard. Whenever somebody mentions anything about writing, I think, should I be publishing that?
And should you?
Oh, probably not. It's too much rubbish about anyway. It's all self-publishing. Nobody needs me anymore. They don't need the company. They don't need a publisher. They do need a damn good editor, I'll tell you. Some of the things I've been trying to read lately. Oh, yes, and you were a damn good editor. Yeah, but it's not the same for yourself, is it?
Oh, no, not at all.
So, what are you writing?
Well, I'm just doing silly little poems at the moment. It's all I can think of. Everybody's writing horror stories. It's all about horror. Horror! Why do they do that? Why do people go out of their way to frighten themselves? I have enough nightmares without that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, but still, if you don't like them, you don't read them. Maybe you should write one. How about that? There's a challenge.
Are you challenging me?
Sure I am. You write me a nice little horror story.
Yeah, but you're not going to publish it, are you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Right. Horror story. What? What would be a horror story? Oh, we had a horror story in one of Susie's classes a few weeks back when this young lassie brought in something she said she'd written, but it was all AI.
Oh, she didn't.
And Susie spotted it. Yeah, well, we all spotted it.
Oh, what did she do, this person?
She handed in the plot of Janie's last novel. You know, the one about the boy looking for the blue star. And it spat out like a really boring version of it. It was quite horrible.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Well, you don't need to do that. Come on.
What?
Tell me what you're going to, your horror story. What's it going to be about?
Wow. I don't know. I mean, anything I can think of, that fills me with horror is just the state of the world as it is. And I know it could get worse. That's the fear. That's the fear. It's going to get worse.
Yes, well, I think you're probably right. It has to get worse before it can get better. Think about that. Write something that's, think about it. Write something that's really horrible, and then it gets better.
I don't know. People who read horror stories would be, well, I don't think they'd think that was a good thing to do.
Well, don't write it for them. Write it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, that's all I ever do anyway, isn't it?
Well, it's all any decent writer does as far as I'm concerned. Write what you want to read.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
And then come back here and read it to me. Don't send it to me. Read it to me. I want to hear it. I don't want to have to read it.
Why not?
Oh, you know. Eyes, old, aging, degenerating eyes.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. But you're right about that thing, about reading. Reading it out loud makes it does make a difference. It makes such a difference. I can't imagine a poem of mine, but I have to hear it.
No, hearing it is what makes it. I never did understand poets who say they just write their stuff to be read.
Oh, it's because they're terrified of the sounds of their own voices.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
You're telling me it's very sad. All writing should be written to be read out loud. I have a deep regret for the fact that we lost the ability to read out loud back in the day. I don't know how many, do you know?
A couple of 100 years, maybe?
I wonder if... Oh, now here's a thought. Do you think that people stopped reading out loud about the same time that they stopped singing for fun? And you had to, you could only sing if you're a really good singer. You couldn't just sit around the piano or around the campfire and just sing. Everybody just sang. But now people have to tell you can't sing. Maybe round about Mozart's time. I think that's when it all started to go wrong.
You think?
I could be wrong. I could be making it up. I often do.
And did you?
Did I what?
Did you write a horror story?
Well, I've started. I've got about halfway through.
And is it terribly horrible?
Yeah, well, I think so. I found a good way to start, and I found something pretty horrible to happen.
Yes?
I just have no idea at the moment where it's going.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Well, you should read it to her. You should read her the half that you've written.
Oh, I suppose I could.
Yes, and maybe she'll have an idea of where it's going.
Oh. Taking someone else's ideas and writing them. I don't know that I'm up for that.
Oh, but we take ideas from other people and other experiences all the time.
Do I?
Yes, of course you do, Mum. You know you do. I know I do.
Really?
Well, of course we do. We take our inspiration where we find it. Don't you? Your ideas don't just come out of the blue, do they? From nowhere?
Oh, no, you're right. Of course, no, they don't. Someone says something, or I hear something on the radio, or I read something, and it makes me angry, so I have to write about it.
Only angry?
Well, these days, yes. Oh, it's exhausting, Janie.
Yes, I know, Mum, but that's why we have to keep, fighting the good fight and being creative, as they say. You know that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll call Joey. All right, take care, darling. Bye.
Bye, Mum.
You do know we're having a heat wave at the moment.
Yes, I did hear that. What's that got to do with the price of apples?
Nothing that I know of. Are you sure that's the right question?
Not at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure apples is not what I should be saying. But I cannot for the life of me remember the whole saying. as it used to be. So it's apples for the moment, until I have a better idea. Do you have a better idea?
I do not. I'm incapable of having a single idea in this heat. This is one of the reasons why I don't live in Australia. I've no idea how you've survived it.
Well, I grew up in it, remember? New York gets heat waves every year. It's called summer.
Yes, well, I grew up in it too, but I can't handle it anymore. Last time I went back to Rocky must have been 20 years ago when Mum passed away. I thought I was going to die every day for the whole 3 weeks that I was there. I am so happy to live in a country where it is cold more often than it is hot. It suits me fine.
All right, now you're just trying to make me jealous, and you are procrastinating. Come on, read me what you've got.
I don't want to.
I don't care. Read it.
But...
No, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it.
All right. Hang on. Oh, for goodness sake, where's the bloomin' thing gone now? Oh, got it. Okay. Are you sitting comfortably?
I sure am.
Then I'll begin. The Blessing. A horrible story. To his surprise, it was the quiet that was the most unsettling aspect of it all. After the cries of astonishment, confusion, outright rage had died down, after the shouting down the phone, in vain of course, because the phones weren't working either, after the footsteps clattering around the office, banging of doors, throwing of things, oh yes, people were so enraged they began to throw anything they could find at each other over the walls of their stalls. A small group of younger men briefly turned it into a game of volleyball. Their laughter brought a hint of sanity to the space. Then the women walked out together on a mission to see if the kitchen still functioned. It took a while, but eventually it began to settle down. People either stared in disbelief at their blanked-out screens, swearing quietly, or a few looked out the windows. Someone called out, "Look, there's a bird!" And several people rushed over to see. Birds still fly in the sky, he thought. So that was something. The women returned with cups of hot drinks. The electricity still functioned, apparently. This surprised him. He'd assumed that every kind of machine in the world was now connected to the internet in some way, but apparently not. Maybe it was just communication devices, computers, laptops, mobile phones. People gathered around the women, lifting mugs off the trays they'd carried in. They gathered into their closer work comrade groups and began to share ideas about what might be happening, or not happening in this case. How could it be? Someone had the idea of opening a window and shouting down to the street, "Hey! Have you got any internet? Are you still connected?" Nobody responded. They were running by, heading for wherever they could find some answers. The traffic sounds were strangely muted, as if further away than usual. He walked to the large plate glass window and looked to see the offices on the other side of the street. It was obviously the same over there, people rushing around like headless chickens. He'd never seen a headless chicken, but he'd been told as a child that the chicken's body still functions for some time after its head has been cut off. So it runs around aimlessly, possibly in search of its head. Oh, you like that, do you?
I do. Go on.
The thought amused him for a brief moment. Perhaps it was true, but then again, perhaps not. In any case, it wasn't all that funny.
Yes, it was.
He returned to his desk, sat down, and began to tap the desk with the fingers of his right hand. It was an old habit, from school days, when he was nervously waiting to hear his name called out by the teacher, convinced he would not remember the answer, even though he'd been up till the early hours learning, revising, practicing. But he had never before noticed the sound that it made. Drappity-tappity-tap, tap, 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 drappity-tap. That was when he noticed the absolute quiet in the rest of the room. Why? Why was nobody speaking? Was there something else happening that he'd failed to notice? Had the bosses walked into the room? No, he'd have heard the fuss that would have caused, which made him wonder why they hadn't. He stood up suddenly, pushing the chair back. He heard it scrape across the floor and clatter into the desk behind. He opened his mouth to speak, and nothing happened. No sound. He pushed air from his lungs, trying to manipulate his vocal folds, but they jammed together. They had two positions, open and closed. They would not vibrate. He could not speak. He moved slowly into the corridor between the rows of desks and saw his colleagues clutching their throats, opening and closing their mouths, waving their hands around, their eyes wide and their faces full of fear. He moved towards the large whiteboard in the corner of the room. Several others obviously had the same idea because they arrived there simultaneously, grabbing at the marker pens. "Why can't we speak?" wrote the first one. "No idea," wrote the second. "Let's get out of here," wrote the third. "Where shall we go?" wrote the first. He took the pen from the third writer and wrote in huge capitals so that the rest of the office could see. "Go home. Take care of your families." And he left the room.
And?
That's it.
What? That's the end of the story?
No, that's as far as I've got. I told you I was only halfway through. Janie said I should read you the half. Well,
that's just cruel. You can't leave me hanging like that. What happens next?
I have no idea.
Really?
Really.
None at all?
Absolutely none. You said you wanted me to write a horror story, so I started with an idea. You know, the
internet goes down, yes. Well, some of us would consider that a good idea, as in kill the monster. That's like Godzilla wanders into the city and starts to hand out food parcels. As in, you've begun with the happily ever after.
Yes, but then comes the real, actual horror where we can't use our voices.
Oh, yes, that's quite clever, really. Now I think about it. But how? Why? Is it a fast-acting virus? Oh, I know. It's the trauma, the psychological shock from not having the internet. Is that it?
Don't ask me. Probably. Now that you mention it. It is probably the only logical explanation.
All right. So you're going to write the rest of it now?
No point, is there?
What do you mean?
Well, if that's what it is, then they'll recover quite soon and somebody will fix whatever went wrong with the internet and everything will go back to how it was before. Hey, that's it. That's the real horror. There is no way out. We're all doomed.
Oh, dear. I think you might have something there. That is the most horribly depressing thing I've heard all day. There is no way out.
On the other
We're all
hand,
doomed. Yes?
Well, it just occurs to me that in the real world, the one you and I live in now, in real time, we know, don't we? Please tell me you agree, that not everyone is a greedy, selfish, money-grabbing so-and-so. We are not alone in thinking that the current state of affairs is unsustainable. There must be a way to finally regulate big tech and persuade enough people to get off their stupid phones to actually communicate with each other face to face.
Oh, I like that.
Which bit?
Stupid phones. Whoever thought they should be called smartphones was not very smart. because they are indeed stupid, and they are designed to make us all stupid, and we must resist.
Ah, me. Bring back the boycott, eh? Remember?
Oh, I do. And it did help, didn't it? A bit.
It did. It helped. And that is pretty much all we can do, ain't it so?
You said it.
So, can I let this horrible story thing go now? I'm really not designed to write horror stories.
No, my darling, you are not. You go back to writing about flowers and trees and birds.
And bees. Yikes!
What is it?
There's one in the room. I've got all the windows open, and now there's a sad little bee banging into the walls. I'll have to get it out.
Oh, you do? Good luck. Call me back to let me know you both survived.
Sure. Bye. Hey, you. Come on, my beauty. Come on. You don't want to be in here. Look, there's the window. Off you go. Off you go. Ah! That was The Art of Wittering, episode 4 of season 13. I admit I thought of the title when I was writing scene 1, and then it took off in an entirely different direction, but I have not been able to let go of that title. Let me know if you have a better idea. I'd love to hear it. This episode was written, performed and produced by me, Flloyd Kennedy. And the music is by John T La Barbera. Most of John's music is available on Bandcamp, so head over there. If you're enjoying this nonsense and you'd like to help support our production costs, you can donate or subscribe at patreon.com/amioldYet or at buymeacoffee.com/amioldYet. It helps to pay the guest actors and to cover the cost of the recording equipment. Huge thanks to the Fable and Folly Network for their support, and I hope you will support their sponsors at fableandfolly.com/sponsors. If you'd like to listen to this podcast free from ads, subscribe to Fable and Folly Plus for $6 a month. This gives you access to ad-free listening to all the podcasts in the network. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.